What are the three souls and seven souls? There really is a set in the human body. Invisible soul system? If we lose two souls, will we lose our lives? Actually, so far, science still can't explain the soul system in religious records. It is also impossible to prove whether the soul combination is correct. Hello, everyone. Today, we are going to talk about the mystery of the Taoist soul. This video is not terrifying. You don't have to worry. You will see that it cannot be brushed during the day. A series that can't run away at night. That person's spirit or deity, sometimes called the soul or the soul. Hope is called spirituality, and the word soul comes from our Chinese medicine. Later, it was widely used by Taoism. A lot of people thought it was a Taoist term. Actually, no. The soul originated from the theory of traditional Chinese medicine. It comes from the Huangdi Nijing. 6 sections on appearance and numbers. The cultivation picture that arrived home later arrived in the account zero book. Viewing Jingyan is extremely simple. Using the word. Strictly speaking, this is a special word for traditional Chinese medicine diagnosed the pulse. Are you lost? It said that this person means the soul. That soul is actually the name of the human spirit. This is from gas and has gas technology. Different souls. The spirit of the father is the soul. The god of father Ki is the soul. The spirit of the father for the time of birth, ears and eyes, sibling movement, cry for a living. This is the spirit of breaking. The god of husband and wife for spirituality is known. In the current language, innate brings 3 souls. The day after tomorrow is born with the spirit souls, or deity of the and author. Break the main body, that is, the internal control organs. Invisible energy, information thinking, conscious emotion, the god of emotional wisdom. Controlling the shape of the body affects one's perception. Hungry and thirsty, needing warmth, the god of excretion, and many other instincts is called breaking. When in the body, it is the yang god, and when broken in the body, in summary, it is the yin god. The soul gathers the main body in the heart. This person is very smart. If the spirit fails, weak soul. This person is more stupid. This palisade in the finger of revenge. Everyone knows that the body has a soul. If the soul is divided, people will go in and get killed. So losing your soul doesn't mean dying. Losing the soul is the end of life. Later, Taoists took the soul of traditional Chinese medicine. A detailed classification was made. The 3 souls refer to the heavenly soul. Earth soul, human also soul, known as tire light. There are also people in the Lingyu Sutra who call it the main soul. The 7 souls represent joy, anger, sorrow, love, and evil. We usually refer to the 7 souls as the lion, dog. The bird is poisoned by the residual thief, cabinet embroidery fee. But no matter how many names there are, only one thing is accepted. 3 souls dominate the spiritual world. The 7 spirits live in the material world. Therefore, when a person dies, the 3 souls return into the ground. Those 3 souls are actually the 3 components of God. It's okay if a person loses a soul. You can live without 2 souls. If you lose 3 souls, you become a walking dead. Like right now, when medicine the standard for judging life and death is to look at the heartbeat. Are you breathing? But it turned out, many have no heartbeat. People who breathe can be rescued. Therefore, the standard for judging changed to brain death, but they judged it to be brain dead. Patients in a vegetative state have also returned to normal. And Chinese medicine believes that when a person is absent, his body is still there, still moving, still eating, but he's still drinking. So ancient Chinese medicine, we must see if this person's God is still there. Is the switch still there? Through this, people can be judged for life and death. There is a man alive. He is dead. The light of life. The light has left. If he's gone, he's gone. Is there something in those 3 souls? They determine our orientation. The problem is silence. He determines our orientation and ability. Decide who one will love in the future. As we often say, I think you were hooked by him. This soul refers to the cow spirit. Our orientation is also determined by him. Can same-sex love be changed? It cannot be changed in the theory of 3 souls and 7 souls. Because the Netherworld Sutra has already determined your direction. The Netherworld Sutra is of 3 souls. Innate things cannot be changed. There are a lot of people who are in pain after a breakup. The desire to love can no longer arise. This is because the secluded sutra is lost. In fact, it just hurts. The god wounded here refers to the goblin in the 3 souls. And among the 3 souls, the 2 souls of heaven and earth, only the human soul exists in the human body. The 3 souls of heaven and earth do not often get together. For example, when people sleep, some of the 3 souls will go out to wander. Wandering hides in the liver. When people start to sleep, they start to work. This is also the liver that is often muddy in pulmonary rupture. When a person dies, it will also leave the human body. Where does the broken leave the human body? Chinese medicine. The human body has a door called the broken door. This broken door. Did we talk about it in our previous works? It has been scratched. Can you all go and take a look? Hey, when rescuing someone who is dying, the first thing is to plug the broken door. If shit, defecation out of bounds, it means that the broken one has left the body and gone down. Do you want to know the broken function? People can be observed sleeping. You still have a heartbeat when you sleep. This is how it works. A wounded or downtrodden person snores. Holding your breath can even cause shortness of breath. Cardiac arrest. During normal sleep, the stomach of the broken supervisor is still digesting the various functions of the body are still functioning. Sleeping people know hot and cold. Kicking the quilt, covering the quilt. These are forced. I don't know how hot cold or into cold. The body. Blowing head. Someone in their sleep. Wake up anytime. Nightmare. Or overly vigilant. The shallow sleep is all due to broken problems. This can be adjusted. Because breaking is the god of the day. Take some Chinese herbal medicine. Regulate the relationship between the internal organs. It can assist with sleep. What does lion dog mean? The dog is the caretaker. Very alert. No matter how much you sleep. People and dogs who come in can be found. He's aware of his surroundings. So there will be problems with human lions will appear in two extremes. One is to be overly vigilant. When others are a little bit troubled, they are very nervous. I can't sleep with a little drip from the faucet. Or something happens the next day, and you can't sleep. And at the other end of the spectrum is inattentiveness. If you fall asleep, you will not be alert to that dog. Sleeping like a dead dog. There is a knock on the door or outside. Steal from your house too. You can't even find them. So whether it is overly vigilant, still too unalert, all of this points to a problem. Is there a problem? Show your lungs. You can also understand it as pauses between breaths. The longer you inhale, the better your lung capacity. The more perfect the discharging functions. The longer you live. You can see the problem of showing your lungs by breathing and breathing. Unhealthy people get out of breath. There was no pause. There is no more suction. Life goes on. Keep fighting. So after a person falls asleep, this breathing function, it's governed by two systems. And other functions such as gastrointestinal, he is not controlled by your consciousness. You can't make his heartbeat slower. But this lung, you make it longer. You can control the shorter one. Therefore, he is controlled by two sets of systems. You can leave him asleep. He can breathe on his own. You can also use consciousness to control him to breathe normally. So the lungs are the three innate souls and the connection point between. We can adjust our mind by adjusting our breathing. In sleep, my heartbeat suddenly increased. Elevated blood pressure or slowed heart. There is something wrong with this soul. And as we often say, this guy is really courageous. The soul here refers to Shu Fei. A man of courage sleeps like a baby. Breathe evenly. Don't roll over, don't twist. Until dawn. This is the embodiment of breaking. And the second thing that dominates is respiration. Cabinet. The meeting will represent the waste produced by the body's metabolism. Oils that appear in human blood. Uric acid. Various substances that cannot be removed. We go from 9 o'clock p.m. It is the most developed stage of lung. So it's not wrong to go to bed early and get up in the morning. When you brush your teeth, don't want to feel sick. Everything I ate yesterday seemed to be in my throat. Or the person in this nest. It is also a problem with the broken that dominates digestion. So step 3, it dominates the entire digestive system. The digestive system is easy to understand. Swallowing thief. This thing is very interesting with modern medicine. Maybe it's our immune system. At night, the thief will destroy the evil that breeds. Purge dissidents. Take modern medicine. The thieves will swallow those bacteria. Remove harmful substances from your body. Many people think so now. Swallowing thieves are the moisture-removing cells discovered by modern medicine. Because of the function of this megalithic cell. The function of the swallowing thief this is also very amazing. If they are the same thing, then ancient China is quite not simple. So now, we're living in black and white. Sleep during the day. Be active at night. Many people will grow foreign bodies in their bodies. This is because the function of the swallowing thief has been weakened. It's time for him to work, but you choose to stay up late when it's time for him to rest. The man works all day. All these viruses and bacteria and so on. When will people be able to get rid of them? When you go to bed at night. When you fall asleep, this broken one will come out and swallow up these impurities. So I advise you, pay attention to your schedule. Don't let the function of the swallowing thief, when it's time to let the swallow thief out, don't let him go back, because the thief's supervisor is to get rid of himself. General history of taking dampness. So amber is responsible for metabolic problems because the brain is pure. It's called the essence, but the place where the essence is really transformed is in Danshan. Where is Danshan? Below our belly button. But after this place is open, it's our gut. The essence of man is fermented from here. With the rapid development of modern medicine, some people think floating corpses are re. Coli. Escherichia coli. It's going to help you break up all the stuff. Decay into magic. The function of floating moisture is also the same. As the saying goes, a hero can't stand 3 throws. It's because it's gone during menstruation. After ejaculated, after the essence is also 1,000 miles. It's this 5 souls floating wet that's wrong. For example, drinking water at night was very smooth. This shows that the courage to control water is not very only strong. Can it digest the water, and I can hold it in. Those who are not strong are in the There's a problem with these floating corpses. Q yin is easy to understand, right? Little bird. Male representative female yin. This design is very sensitive. Let's not do detoxification. What's the function of flying? It's like a perceptual system. It can make people know cold and heat. When people are asleep, flying poison will put the body. The heat poison or cold poison in the gathering posture is and when it spreads out, the swallowing thief comes and finally devours cabinets to get rid of it. If the flying foot is working properly, all his poisons can't gather. What if he has a problem? There will be changes in heat and cold on the surface. Even if it's 40 degrees above zero, you still have chills. What about the above content? Have you noticed that the night is crucial? The day is the straight body of the innate three souls. At night, the spirit is in charge. People sleep to recharge their energy, restore physical fitness. Sleeping thief. Except for sleep, non-poison, remove toxins from the body, eliminate the fatigue of the day, so everyone wakes up in the morning will be brighter. Many people wake up listless in the morning. It was because of his courage that he didn't do his job. People get sick over time. Healthcare in traditional Chinese medicine is a top priority. If you can't go to bed early, no other approach can meet expectations. Over time, humans will also be reversed by there will be big problems with the body. So, in summary, if the ancients said courage, these are beneficial cells in our bodies, or the microbes in the body, how would you feel? In ancient times, there any way the virus can be observed in our blood? Or can we observe our human cells? Does the interior exist? If humans could do interiors, can you see the microscopic world? Okay, these are the functions of the three souls. The connection between various organs. How to adjust the seven souls. It's about the medical part. We won't go into detail. It's very sad to finish speaking. I am Universal. My channel explores the mysteries of the universe. Interested friends, remember to subscribe. See you next time.